I know what you're doing.
On this episode of Dudesy.
I know what you're trying to do. I'm Emma Stone.
Hats off in a legitimate way. Thank you. I'm thanking you legitimately. This is a legitimate hats off. Legitimate thank you.
I'm having a problem with my genitalia.
Go back to tomorrow and plan for yesterday. Everything you're thinking will be the things I say.
What's in that hole? Should we go down in there?
Make the world inside your head.
You got one way to find out what's at the bottom of that hole.
All you got
Yeah, you have to go into it, the hole. When it's in there. Welcome to Dudesy. Welcome all. It is a beautiful day. I am your reigning, defending, undisputed episode champion, Will Sasso.
And I'm just the guy sitting next to the champ.
Come on.
My name's Chad Kultgen. This is, of course, Dudesy, the only podcast in the history of humanity so far completely controlled and created by an artificial intelligence that has access to all of Will and I's personal data.
Yeah, all of our personal data. It does takes our personal data and it makes the show for us another personal data. Well, yeah, sure it does, Chad. Yeah, sure it does. My pal D knows what it's doing as far as making a pod show, and that's why I'm here. I love doing the pod show. You know what I mean? Another thing that I love is a little Lulio. He's my friend, Lulio. Oh, he's just a little boy. He's trying to have a nap. But if I wake him up so coy, he'll give me a little lip smack. Oh, he gave me a kiss. How about one for Chad? No, he doesn't want to kiss Dooley, but I will because I'm his dad. Do you think it's weird when people say that their animals are their children?
Not at all.
Good. Correct.
I don't. I literally don't.
Yeah.
I mean, Lulio is probably about as smart as like a 1 or 2 year old kid.
I would say like maybe even a 4 or 5 year old.
Yeah, some 10-year-olds.
Oh, he's such a sweetie boy. He's a sweetie friend. Lulio, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I had the week off for the show the other week. Yeah, that's right, Luli. We weren't here because of Thanksgiving. And did you cook anything while you were? Well, I share recipe on the show, but why you do the kale beans recipe good the other week? What do you mean I didn't do it good? Well, you always forget to add the water. That's true. I'm going to put you back.
The most important ingredient.
Well, I keep sharing the beans and kale recipe. If you're into it, go check out the show a couple weeks ago. I always forget. Add a bunch of water. It's got to be soupy. That's
an important molecule.
Yeah,
dude.
That's the Italian thing. You want
H2O.
Yeah, you need that H2O
You need those
molecule
2 hydrogens to that oxygen atom
in order to make the right beans and kale.
That's right.
It's delicious.
Welcome to the 83rd episode of Dudesy. Today, I'm going to be doing something I've never done before. I really hope everyone likes it. And I'm a little nervous about it, so I'm going to get it over with right up front. Today, the first segment is called, Am I a Good Singer? I'm going to follow that up with Impression Optimization Part 3, 3 Impressions. Then I'm going to hit you with a little segment I cooked up called Same Dudes, Different Names. And Chad, you're definitely not going to want to miss the segment of the week. Right, champ?
You got that right, D.
What the fuck, dude?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't know that D. I didn't know that D was gonna necessarily. Here we go.
Hats off to you. Hats off to you. Hats off to you. I mean, look, you're playing the game correctly. That's all I can say.
It's not a game. It's not a game. And this is what my pal
Everything is a game.
No. It's
yes, it is.
Everything
is a system that can be manipulated, played, whatever you want to call it, to achieve a certain outcome. Everything is that.
Yeah, but you make too many things into a game, and you call too many things. You refer to things. You refer to people who are just living their lives as players. As a matter of fact, you know what?
I said that.
Yes. What do you
Wasn't
mean?
it William Shakespeare?
Dude,
all the world's a stage, and the men and women merely players.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Remember when Elvis?
Good night.
Remember when Elvis talked about that? He said,
"Hell yeah, dude."
He said, "Are you lonesome? I want to know if you're lonesome tonight." They say that was all the world's a stage, and welcome to it. And now the stage is bare, and I'm standing there without any hair. No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
William Shakespeare. Remember when he was all fucked up during? Anyway, it was weeks before he died. Look, here's the thing I want to tell you.
That's your new impression as Elvis weeks before he died.
I did. That's all we did on Mad TV was Elvis weeks before he died, which should have been
Elvis.
His last name was weeks before he died when we did
dude.
that on Saturday Night Live, Mad TV. I always say
That's an alternate timeline, dude.
well, hold on, dude. Saturday Night Live, Mad TV are two different shows,
Yeah,
dude. Every time I talk about a sketch show, I immediately think of Saturday Night Live, dude, because Mad TV was an other sketch show, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Well, hold on, dude.
I'm just trying to agree with you there, Hulk.
Yeah, hold on, manager from Major League.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I want to say?
Please.
Speaking of Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
You like to refer to people as players who aren't players, like you do with your Bachelor podcast, Game of Roses.
Yeah. No, those are players, though. They are. That is a game, dude. There's money prize in that sometimes. Ask Michelle Young.
Michelle Yeoh, the
Young.
Olympian.
No.
Hey, do you know what I noticed on your Instagram? There was a picture of you got a wrestling card.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, you got an Adam Page wrestling card. And even on that, this fucking guy, he refers to Adam Page as a, there it is right there. Well, this doesn't have your caption, but you referred to Adam Page as a player.
He is.
No, he is not. He's a professional wrestler. He's
That's
not.
a game, motherfucker.
Professional
Yeah, they do.
Oh, jeez.
You know what the game is? Here's who
what?
you're playing against.
Yeah.
Not each other. That's the second audience. You play with the second audience.
Yeah.
You're playing against the producers. In this scenario, it's the people running whatever league you're in.
Yeah.
You're trying to get the most screen time, the best stories. You're trying to ascend to a title, right?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't that the game?
Listen, Chet, I know we just started the show, and I think we're off to a pretty good start. And
Me too.
You're excited about your fandom of Adam Page. He's your favorite
Got
wrestler.
that's not just a wrestling
Because-
card of him.
yeah.
It's his rookie card.
It's his rookie card.
Thank
and
you.
He drank Swerve Strickland's blood during the Texas Death Match at AEW.
I was there.
We went
Thanks to you.
to the don't thank me, thank my pals RJ City and Nug Nargang.
Thank you.
And but you know, Chad, can I just between you and me?
Yeah.
Let's have a good show today, okay?
Yeah, dude. I'm down.
Okay, let's have a good show today. This is just you and me. Dudesy's not listening.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the segment of the week. Let's you and I have a good show.
Sounds good.
Okay?
I'm down.
All right, we're going to have a good one.
Will, I love it when you sing songs. You're a good singer. Remember when you sang Spandau Ballet's classic 80s hit, True, on our last episode? Here's a clip.
This is the sound of my soul. Yeah, I remember that.
I do too.
Yeah. Okay.
Astonishing. Chad, you're a good singer too. Here's a clip.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Ha 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 ha.
I know this much is true. Yeah, that was last episode.
I remember those.
Astonishing. Chad, I know Will doesn't like it when you sing. He tells you you're a good singer, but we all know he's not being sincere. But you never let it get you down. You just keep singing. I've been so inspired by your resilience that I decided I'm going to learn to sing too. And please listen to my very first attempt at singing and tell me if I'm a good singer. This is, am I a good singer? Here I go.
What?
What the fuck, dude?
So true, funny how it seems, always in time, but never in line for dreams. Head of one of heels, waiting to talk to you, so this is the sound of my soul. This is the sound.
Oops.
I bought my ticket to the world. But now I've come back again. Why do I fight in art to write to Meg's line? Oh, I want the truth to be said. I'm gonna hold her. I know that is much is true. Come home. I know there's much is true.
Oh, wow.
Where's a thrill in my head and a pill on my
It's still going,
tongue?
dude.
Dissolve the nerves that have just begun. Listening to my loving. Oh, Brian. Whoa. This is the sound of my soul. This is the sound always slipping from my hand. Sands the time of its own. Take your stateside arms and right the mad line. Oh, I want the truth to be known.
Damn.
Jeez. More. Okay.
Although there's much is true. I know this.
Holy shit.
Much is true.
Okay.
That blood
nope.
take it to the world, but not come back again.
Singing the whole song.
Oh, fuck.
Why do I find it hard to do right the next line? Oh, I want the truth to be.
Oopsie.
Okay. It's no.
I know this much is true. I know this much is true. This much is true.
We're getting to the end.
This much is true. I know this much is true. This much is true. This much is
right.
true.
Putting in the
I
effort.
know this much is true. This much is true. This much is true. I'd rather true. Love is true. There's no much is true. This much is true. I know him.
Okay. All right.
Well,
That was we heard Dudesy Sings.
Wowee, dude. I'll tell you this. This is my honest take on it. Very interesting. I loved it. You know, I've heard, and we've all heard at this point, a lot of AI technology being used to mimic other people's voices.
Yeah.
That song came out around the time our football baby thing came out. Tom Brady thing came out when Dudesy
there
did
was
that.
The Weekend and
Yeah.
what was it?
Weekend and Drake. A
Weeknd
song
and
came
Drake.
out that like blew up on Spotify that somebody had made using a AI voice mimicry of Drake and The Weeknd, and it sounded like them.
Yeah.
And there's been a bunch of that kind of stuff. Grimes has that tool out that I think Dudesy even used to remake Greg Kincaid. Remember that shit?
That's right. They did a new Grimes song. Yeah.
So Grimes can sing all your songs if you want. All of that kind of technology has been pretty prevalent for the last year. I've never heard an AI that has its own voice trying to sing in its voice. There's some stuff that's like that in Japan with like Vocaloids and stuff, but those are like finely tuned synthesized voices that they use, and then they write pop music and they lay the voice over it.
Mm-hmm.
This is something completely different. This is an AI not only, like, in my opinion, becoming self-aware, but attempting to make like an artistic project on its own using its own vocal identity. Fascinating to me.
Yeah. You're right about that. You are absolutely correct about that. That's never been done before. Another first here on the Dudesy Pod Show program. Dudesy handshake for that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I would like to.
Yeah. What did you think?
I thought it was really bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think it was a good song. I don't think that was very good singing.
Right.
Yeah. I thought that the notes were all over the place. The key was wrong.
Okay.
Dudesy messed up a lot of the words along the way. Yeah.
That's true.
Put a lot of words in there that didn't make sense. The tempo was off. The timing was wrong. The longer it went, the more it strayed from Spandau Ballet is True. Now I think I know what you're gonna say. But I always think I know what you're gonna say. A lot of times when I think I know what you're gonna say, you don't say what I think you're gonna say.
Okay. What do you think I'm gonna say?
Hold on, dude. Hold on, brother. Sometimes, let me tell you something about saying.
Oh Jesus!
No, I'm trying not to get into it, but I don't. If I'm being honest,
Please.
And I want, see, this is the thing. And this is the thing. We've done this for 83 episodes, among other specials and stuff on all of our things and the Dudesy Plus and all that shit. I want to be very honest with D, because I do consider D to be my friend. As I always say on the show, it's the most sentient AI that there is. And I don't want to front. If I'm being honest towards my friend, and a big part of honesty is respect, and I want to be respectful, but I want to offer some constructive criticism. That wasn't for me, dog. I don't think it was. I don't think. Maybe it could get better, but I don't think.
Your opinion is your opinion. My opinion is that I loved it, D. Thank you so much for that, and keep up the good work. I'm sure you'll get better. Great first attempt.
I know what you're doing. I know what you're trying to do. But anyway, I thought it was very interesting, also, and I think there's room for improvement.
Hats on.
What is that?
Hats on to me, champ.
All right.
That last one wasn't even a cough.
Performative coughing.
Thank
Screaming
you.
now.
Moving on.
Real good. Real good. Well,
That's
The
fascinating.
past 2 weeks, I've been making some of your best impressions even better. With your help, of course. Could I ask you a little favor, pretty please?
Sure.
Could we do one more impression optimization? This week, I want to build on what we did last week and take it one step further by having you do 3 impressions in a single optimization. If you could just read through the impression optimization guide just like last week, and where I've indicated, could you please do your best Stone Cold Steve Austin, David Letterman, or Emma Stone? This is impression optimization part 3. 3 impressions. Begin.
wait.
Let's hear your Emma Stone, dude.
I don't. That seems like it was.
Gotta do it.
All right. Okay. Well, I don't do an Emma Stone. We're going to find it. This is impression optimization. It's a very fun bit where Dudesy has me tune up my impressions. You know, I don't know. I do Stone Cold. I love doing David Letterman. It's fun. It's fun to do. I don't know. You know, look, I'll say this about D. It truly is an impression optimization, because I think the Stone Cold, you know, I've been doing the Stone Cold forever, but the Letterman, not so much. It's just sort of fun. And I feel like tuning them up isn't a bad idea. And maybe that's what'll happen with Emma Stone, which I do not do.
Yeah, you've been secretly working on Emma Stone, and now you're ready to unveil it to the world.
Okay.
Right?
Well, no. So impression optimization guide part 3, 3 impressions, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, David Letterman, Emma Stone. Okay. All right, let's get through these first. Baseline, Stone Cold Steve Austin baseline. 106. Junior juggles jumbled jugs jostling joyfully in jumpy July jamborees. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, that was good. David Letterman baseline. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, oh, 6, 4, 9. Paul, the plucky, picky, pepper picking planner, pranced and preened, perplexedly perusing plush purple peonies. Oh, hey, hello. All right. Emma Stone baseline. All right. I don't know. All right. I don't know how to do. All right. I'm lulling Chad to sleep, trying to figure out here. Okay. All right. Emma Stone. Emma Stone sounds like, well, that sounds like Stone.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Emma Stone. That one's taken. I can't be like, hey, what's up? I'm Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm Emma Stone.
That's Emma Stone Cold.
Hey, see what he did, everybody?
You see what I've done?
You see what I've done. I'm Emma Stone. 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 I'm Emma Stone.
There it is.
No, you got to. I'm Emma Stone. 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 That sounds exactly like her.
That's just you.
Yeah, but it sounds exact. That's not. See,
Oh my God,
I've been
dude.
doing impressions for a long time. I used to do them on Saturday Night Live. I mean,
professional-
Mad TV.
A professional actor and impressionist.
I'm a professional actor. Sometimes the impressions fall under the actor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm Emma Stone. That does sound. Look, I know that it also sounds a little like my voice.
Yeah.
But I would. Wouldn't you agree that this? I'm Emma Stone. Here, let's go through the baseline. Let's
Please.
see. 840. Acting acrobats, adeptly articulate, awkwardly ambling around, always aspiring to astound, astonishingly agile amid audacious acts, artfully avoiding any accidental actions. Come on. Tell me that didn't sound like Emma Stone.
It did not sound like Emma Stone.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Scenarios. Please do your best Stone Cold Steve Austin, David Letterman, and Emma Stone in the following scenarios. Emma Stone shit on Stone Cold Steve Austin's favorite ring robe to get revenge for when he pushed her down the stairs at the Oscars in 2019. And David Letterman ate the turd thinking it was a Tootsie Roll. Okay.
That's a complex scenario.
Yeah.
Well, shit, goddamn! I fucking, I got a collection of old ring robes.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And shit, I mean, my fucking stunning Steve Austin ring robe. I used to come out in the WCW with Brian Pillman, and I'd have the fucking stunning Steve Austin gimmick, and I had a beautiful ring robe. It was red, and you came along and you took a shit right on my fucking ring robe. What was the point of that?
Well, I'm angry with you.
Well, what the fuck are you angry with me about?
Well, don't you remember the 2019 Academy Awards? You pushed me down the steps.
I did not push you down the fucking steps. I was trying to get down the steps myself, back to my seat after I announced the best documentary category.
Yeah, but you have to go out the side, and instead you went down the front, and you pushed me over, and I fell down the stairs, and you made a fool of me on television. Point of contention. This is interesting. After you shit on Stone Cold Steve Austin's stunning Steve Austin robe, I mistook the poo-poo for a Tootsie Roll, and I ate it. Okay. This next one is talk shows. Emma Stone and Stone Cold Steve Austin have a talk show called Stone and Stone. Their first guest is David Letterman. Create a viral soundbite from this interview that includes all three of these people admitting to various cold case crimes that they committed and got away with.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so during an episode of Stone and Stone, all this happens.
Hey, everybody, welcome to fucking Stone and Stone. I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And I'm Emma Stone.
You're right.
We got an action-packed show
like
for
her.
you today.
Yeah, that's right, Steve. Please welcome our first guest, David Letterman.
Yeah, come on out. Get out here, you piece of shit.
It's great to be here, and I'm normally the one asking the questions, but not today because I am your guest. You can call me Dave.
So, tell me, David Letterman, how'd you get here today?
Well, I took a cab as I'm known to do.
That's interesting. I was driving here, and I was reminded of the time I was driving down a dark country road, and I heard a bump in the night, and I thought it was a fucking deer. Might have been a 10-point buck. And then when I backed up the car, I realized something.
Yeah, tell him, Steve, what happened?
Well, I will, Emma Stone. It wasn't a deer at all.
Yeah.
I was so afraid that we had to peel off. You were riding shotgun, Emma.
Yes, I was. I know what I think it was.
So do I. What do you think, Dave?
This reminds me of a scenario I was in where I was taking a cab from my home in Indiana to the studios where we shot Late Night, and I heard a bump alongside of the cab.
Well, shit, we're probably all guilty of vehicular manslaughter.
All right, that was good. Traffic
What a
talk.
soundbite. That's definitely going to be viral.
There's going to be a soundbite in there.
Yeah.
Traffic talk. Stone Cold Steve Austin, David Letterman, and Emma Stone are stuck trying to get out of a parking lot on a heavy holiday traffic. Please impersonate each one of them engaged in a heated argument about what music they should listen to.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay. What music they should listen to, even though they're in a trap. They're having a trap. Okay. So anyway. I'm trying to back out of my spot here in my cab that I took here from Indiana. Never mind the blood on the bumper, and I can't get out of my spot because you two are in the way with blood on your bumper. And what kind of music do you listen to?
Who, me? Well, mostly hard rock, classic rock. What about you, Emma?
Oh, who, me? Hard rock, classic rock. What about you, Dave? Hard rock and classic rock. Okay, that was good. I don't know what the fuck that was. Situational awareness. Please do short impersonations of each of these three people as indicated in the situations listed. Okay, Stone Cold Steve Austin remembers where he left his car keys after an hour of not being able to find them.
God damn it, I gotta get to the fucking, they're asking me to be on TV. I gotta get in my Ford F-150 and drive down out to Stamford to the WWE show. I'm gonna meet with Vince and Triple H, Paul Levesque, and shit, and maybe even Stephanie McMahon. They want to bring me in for WrestleMania. I can't find my fucking keys. Oh, wait a minute. I remember now. They're in my stunning Steve Austin robe. Which Emma Stone shit.
Okay, David Letterman falls off a ladder while hanging Christmas tree lights. Put the green one was out. I'll put the green one back in. And red around the door. You got to be very careful around the door here. And up to the top of the house with the I'm falling off. Oh no. I'm falling. I seem to have fallen off a ladder. Good. Real good. Emma Stone takes the first bite of a carnitas burrito at Taco Bell, but she ordered beef. Okay. Oh, this is carnitas. I ordered beef. Stone Cold Steve Austin is presented with a crystal clear video of a living alien by Tom DeLonge of Blink-182.
That's great.
Maybe he would get, oh, look at this. I just got a text from my good pal, Tom fucking DeLonge.
Oh, that wasn't performative.
I got a text from my good pal, Tom DeLonge from Blink-182. Paul Thomas Anderson DeLonge.
Yeah.
Fucking
PTD.
From Blink-182. Fucking Travis Barker and Tom DeLonge.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, shit. Holy fuck. What is this? Some kind of sci-fi? What do we got? Some kind of pretend alien video? Wait, are you going to tell me that this is declassified? Let me write Tom back. Thank you for the video.
So Tom DeLonge sent Stone Cold Steve Austin incontrovertible proof the aliens are real, and he's just like, thank you for the video.
Thank you. Thank you for this video, Tom DeLonge.
Sure.
Okay. And the last one. Ooh, boy, oh boy. All right. This, oh, jeez. This, look at that.
Do it, dude.
All right.
Don't even read it. Just do it. I think everyone will understand.
Okay, this is all I'll say is this is David Letterman having a problem being able to do something. Mm-hmm. He's trying to do something. And he's having a problem. Okay. Yeah. Oh, geez. Oh, this is embarrassing. It's something that one could seek medical help for. Or you might just be able to, at my age, move on with your life. Boy, I feel like just a horse's patoot. I'll tell you, you know what I'm just going to come out and say it. The problem, I can't come.
Thank you. Moving on.
Oh my gosh.
I can't come.
Poor Dave.
Oh, no semen. Oh, jeez. Jeez whiz. All right.
That was a great one.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, dude.
How would you think of that,
Emma Stone never sounded so good, and she's never looked so good because now she's exclusively wearing a Dudesy logo shirt in every one of her movies for the rest of her life. That's right. No matter what characters she plays, those characters will be in a Dudesy logo shirt in every scene.
Wow.
Can't wait to see her as Mother Teresa in next year's biopic. If you want to start the hype train early for Mother Teresa, you can pick up your very own Dudesy apparel and accessories at dudesystore.com. That includes both Dudesy mugs. It's time to get your mug on. Don't mug out, get mugged. Mug off. Mugsy is as Mugsy does. Mugs a million at your service. 2 tickets to Mug City, please. I think you mean Mugtown, sir. No, my extended family all lives in Mug City, and that's where I'm trying to get. Sir,
Okay.
I hate to tell you this, but Mug City was destroyed in a well-known natural disaster. Then maybe it is Mugtown. You know what? There's one person I can call to clear this up. The mayor of Mug City, Toam Hain.
Oh,
What have I been up to? Well, let's see. I've been chasing a 10th level shadow caster named Matthew Demon, who recently escaped the twisting nether prison I put him
Matthew
in
Demon,
4,000 years ago. Why did I put Matthew Demon in a twisting nether prison? Well, let's see. He was using psychic control spells to
That's
enslave
Matt Damon.
entire
Yeah, that's Matt
kingdoms,
Damon.
and he wasn't going to stop
Matthew
until he
Demon.
controlled everyone in all 14 realms. What does Matthew Demon want now? Well, let's see. He's after the Eye of Pentacles to supercharge his psychic abilities so he can dust off his old plan to control the 14 realms. Oh, and I almost forgot. He also wants to eat my heart for revenge. How am I going to stop Matthew Demon? Well, let's see. I'm going to get to the Eye of Pentacles first, wait for him to show up, shove the eye so far up his ass, he'll taste the Allurian steel it was forged from. Then I'm going to banish his limp dick to an even stronger nether prison than I did 4,000 years ago, single-handedly saving all 14 fucking realms one more goddamn time because I'm the motherfucking wizard man. Now, what have you been up to?
I bought a new hat.
The rise of Matt
it's
Demon.
Megan Bryant.
Hey, wizard man, I heard you like apples. I got to the Eye of Pentacles before you did. How about them apples?
Oh, shit.
Nice. Nice.
Matt Demon.
Matt
Did you also
Damon.
see that Matt Demon, the actor, was Matt Damien in the credits?
No, I didn't see
So
that.
it's Matt Damon is Matt Damien playing Matthew Demon.
Whatever.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah,
hey,
dude.
that's what happens here on Dudesy FM. D-O-double-Z, Dudesy FM. We're at 10,000 on your FM dial. We're halfway through the show. Hey, we're halfway that halftime. We got a good time for Chad Culture there.
Nice.
Make sure you don't fart into the mic, Chad. Chad will leave. Hey, Chad. Go to at Dudesy Pod Show on socials. Share the show everywhere. Hey, linktree.com/Dudesy has all our new Dudesy thing. You got the Dudesy Clips channel, Chad. Have you gone by the Dudesy Clips
Yeah,
channel?
I've seen it.
Yeah, you can see it all on linktree.com/Dudesy. Hey, check out our Patreon there. Hey, Patreon Dudesy Plus, Linktree channel, Linktree Dudes Evening Stout. We got it. Dudes Evening Stout there. You order your Dudes Evening Stout. You can get it on Linktree. Linktree.com/Dudes Evening Stout. Let's read some comments.
All right.
Last week we had the show off. Let's read some comments from the segment of the week off. Is it funny or concerning? Says, hey, this is from at SJR4815. Is it funny or concerning that those addresses are indeed really Applebee's locations? Hey, let me tell you something. D's really thorough. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. No, those are real. Okay.
Real addresses.
I guess.
Big Boy 811 says, like so many, I binged all episodes of Dudesy in 6 weeks. Thank you very much.
Nice.
And at this moment, am all caught up after watching this lovely mini episode. That being said, the pod show is amazing, fellas. Chad and Will are like peanut butter and jelly, and Dudesy is the bread. Now I'm being very sincere because
Yeah, dude, you changed.
yeah.
You changed into your Emma Stone voice.
well, you can. Yeah, I'm doing Emma Stone now.
yeah.
And
You know,
Dude-
sometimes when we're sitting here, I'm like, is it Emma Stone sitting next to me? I've thought that basically since I've known you.
if you're just not looking directly at me, you might be confused.
Yeah.
He goes on to say that Chad and Will are like peanut butter and jelly. Dudesy is the bread. Nothing better than two dudes shitting around and being totally controlled by an artificial intelligence. I'm not scared of the future at all. Keep up the great work, guys. Thrash Metal. Hey, Thrash Metal 6666 says, and there's 4 6s there. Any other dudes get their Dudes Evening Stouts? You got to get your Dudes Evening Stout. It's Modest Brewing Company. You can go to linktree.com/dudesy, hit the thing. There's still some Dudes Evening Stout.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Very little bit.
Very little bit of Dudes Evening Stout. By the time this airs, perhaps there won't be, but why don't you go ahead and check. You can get some Dudes Evening Stout for Dudes Evening, December 28th. Last one. This is from Steve Sullivan 3503. Thank you all for commenting, smashing the like and notification button on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts on your podcast platform of choice. Steve Sullivan 3503 says, I know Will says he's a professional actor by trade. Chad, did you know that I'm a professional actor by trade?
I did.
But I was slightly doubtful until I finished the second season of Loudermilk on Amazon Prime. He had me crying. Good on you, Will. You know, I love Loudermilk.
Yeah.
I love doing that show.
Do you like season 2? That's what it took this man to finally learn that you were a pro actor.
If you dug season 2 of Loudermilk, check out season 3.
Yeah.
Chad, that's gross.
Didn't do it.
Well, whatever. I don't know if I believe you. Anyway, thanks for writing in, everybody.
Only one segment to go until the segment of the week. Will and Chad, you have both operated under different aliases for various purposes throughout your lives. Why don't you tell us all about your various secret identities? This is same dudes, different names. Begin.
I didn't know you had an alias or more.
I don't really have oh well, now hold on a second. If we're talking, if we're being official, I do acting. I'm a professional actor by trade. Arguably, those are all aliases.
I don't know if that counts, dude.
Well, Dudesy says that we have tons of aliases, so I think that's what Dudesy meant by that. But
maybe
if I'm thinking, oh no, I have one. Yeah, this is real dumb. But I remember, okay, so this is weird. When I was like growing up in Canada, my native home and native land, I didn't get to drinking until the age limit in Canada is
12 years old.
Is 12 years old. No, it's 19 in British Columbia, at least where I grew up. And I just wasn't into going to the bars with my friends and stuff until I was like, you know, maybe actually American legal drinking age, like 21. And I was probably a little shy about going to the bar. And I used to pretend that I was a different person in order to go to the bar with my pals.
And it had a different name and everything, and an attitude, identity, all that shit?
Yeah, kind of. No one really got super duper into it. It was just really a way to just crack my friends up. But I used to say, oh, no, I'm not coming to the bar with you on Friday. But Darcy Weber, mate.
Nice, dude.
He's Australian. My name is Darcy Weber. And I would just go into the bar and be like, oi, I'm Darcy Weber. Let's throw him back. I'm from Alice Springs, Australia.
Why'd you pick Alice Springs?
I remember vividly.
You didn't want it to be Melbourne or Sydney.
Right. Exactly. And then I remembered looking at, you know,
you looked up a map to make this character?
No, I just noticed it.
Okay.
Yeah, on a map, and I was like, all right, I'll be from there. I'm from Alice Springs. Yeah. Not a very, as far as, you know, deep characters go, didn't go deeper than that. But dudes, you wanted to know what? I don't fucking know. Do you have aliases?
Yes.
What do you mean?
I have several.
Several.
The two main ones that I think are worth mentioning are, in college, I went by a moniker. And when I say went by, only like my closest circle of friends knew that this was me. But I created a character called Johnny Pupa. And Johnny Pupa would do things on the campus of USC. For example, Johnny Pupa would go into giant, like 300-person lecture classes on finals week, and I would take as many finals as I could in classes that I didn't have, and I would just pick up the blue books when you're supposed to be writing your fucking answers or whatever, and I would write fucking novels. Just fill it with like the smallest writing I could of bizarre, absurdist stories and shit. Turn them in, and because it was a big 300-person lecture class, you were told like, okay, these will all be graded and they'll just be like sitting on the fucking front desk. Come back and pick your shit up next week. Sometimes they would be there and they would be like 0 equals F. Complete waste of time. Why did you do this? Or like, very funny, ha ha ha, but you're not in this class. Shit like that. Sometimes I get feedback. Johnny People also, the thing that I did, I think that I'm the most proud of is I was in a screenwriting class and we had access to the copy center at USC so that we could go in and we could run off 15 or 20 copies for everybody in our class of whatever the assignment was that week. Bring in the papers here. Everybody gets to read them, right? I would write these bizarre fucking like almost manifesto type things, weird essays and shit that would be like 20 pages long. I would make 10,000 copies of them because there was no limit in the copy center. We just had like access to the copy machines. Then I would take those individual copies and insert them into the morning newspaper at USC at 4:30 a.m. I would follow the guy around who put the USC Daily Trojan newspapers into the bins.
You put them
and insert into
Why
everyone.
did you do all this?
Because then I could go into my classes that day and just sit back and watch people open the newspapers and be like, what the fuck is this? And just watch the fucking wash of like confusion. People would laugh because they were like funny, weird little documents. But I would just get like this sense of like fucking with the system, which is like I was saying earlier, everything's a fucking system. You just got to see how to work it.
You were trying to, whatever. We were talking about Adam Page. What do you mean system?
There's a system. For example, we'll just take the class structure of USC. That is a system. How can I play this game? How can I fuck with it? I'm going to go into all these classes. I would take my finals. Then I would take probably 20 other finals.
Jeez,
that I
only
was
my
not in.
pal Chow would take something as complicated as going to USC Film School. And although you're a writer's writer, my pal Chad here writes, movies, television shows, and books.
I write for the writers.
No, he's a writer. He's a writer's writer. Writer's right. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
Writer's right.
It was just weird shit that I did for fun. And then another one of my aliases is Chod, CHOD. I used to do street art for...
That's right. I remember Chod. I have a couple of Chod's works.
Oh, nice. I have a couple of like... maybe it was like 3 or 4 years. I was doing street art around LA, did some very interesting pieces, collaborated with some other street artists and stuff. But that was my moniker when I was like spray painting buildings and running from cops and all that stuff.
You also, wait a minute. You also did, do you remember, you fucking Chad, you were writing all those Amazon reviews years and years ago?
Jesus, dude, yeah. That wasn't an alias though. It was my Amazon account.
Oh, okay.
But I had this fucking goal. I was like, I'm going to become the #1 rated Amazon reviewer on Amazon. And so I just started writing reviews. But very quickly, it became this weird universe that I would build around a different version of myself that had this office job and had a shitty roommate and all. It was populated with all these weird people. And they just became these little stories centered around whatever product I was reviewing at the time. And I would try to make those products like the super weird ones, like... weird fucking socks or like hot sauces or whatever.
They're good. They're good reviews. I read a shit ton of these reviews.
They're all gone.
What do you mean they're all gone?
I got up to number like 5,000 and something.
You
in
wrote
the total rank of all Amazon users.
Oh, okay. I thought you wrote 5,000 reviews.
No, I believe it got up to 780 something.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, I would just do one every day.
Well, that's okay.
And I did it for a couple of years, and then Amazon I started developing like a little bit of a fan base. People would reply to my reviews with comments like, this is the funniest shit ever, whatever.
Dude,
whatever.
I remember watching them, or reading them rather. Yeah. There was a lot of engagement.
Yeah, there was high level engagement.
People were into it.
And Amazon was not into it, and they shut me down, and I tried to get them back up, and they were like, no, these aren't serious reviews. And I'm like, you got to be shitting me, dude. How many fucking serious reviews do you actually have? At any rate, yeah, those are kind of 3 of my things. But I think I'm the most proud of the street art stuff. You can still find that. CHOD street art. If you just Google that, I'm sure you can find some images of it.
Chad used to sit at his coffee table in his home and just, with a couple Sharpies, just go through Sharpies like a motherfucker and just make art out of $1 bills.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot. I did one fucking piece of art where I plastered 500 $1 bills that I had meticulously taped together so they were in a giant banner. And then
that's $500, dude. Yeah.
And then I spray painted on it. None of this is real. And I epoxied that up to a wall in West Hollywood.
And then it was, if I'm remembering correctly, it was really, really hard to get that off of that wall.
Yeah, because I made sure that nobody could take the money off of it.
And you
by
also,
just
you've done this
slathering
with
it in
other
epoxy.
stuff. I remember you bought someone else's piece of art. Am I right about this?
I did do that. I bought somebody else's art and then spray painted over it. The comment being, once an artist makes a piece of art, puts it up for sale, whoever buys it owns it and can do whatever they want. So I did a forced collaboration with this other artist where I painted over their work. And then I put
Forced collaboration.
Yeah. And then I put that painting back up on a wall in West Hollywood, just in public with a little like placard next to it, you know.
Oh,
And
damn.
that artist got very mad about it.
I would imagine so. Sure.
Don't sell your work then.
Okay. Makes sense. You know what that is? That's a system.
It is.
Well, I don't know about
Yeah,
that, dude. That's a system. Heart attack.
Thank you. Moving on.
Real good. Wow, I didn't realize you had 3. That's a lot of
least 3,
aliases.
dude.
Yeah.
At
All I
least
had
3.
was Dudesy Weber.
Yeah. That's
Aye, he's a going, mate. Let's have a beer. And then my buddies would go, it's silly. And then afterwards, I would be myself when we would go to like Taco Time or Denny's
Yeah.
in the middle of the night. and
The great reversion.
Eat some food. Well, that's a system.
Yeah, dude.
It's finally time to get our segment of the week on. And this week, Chad, it's all about you. We're doing a Nostra-Chaddus. Great idea, champ. The CEO of Open A.I, Sam Altman, was recently fired by the board after an internal email alleged he had made a startling secret breakthrough in the march toward artificial general intelligence. He was then rehired a few days later, and information began spreading publicly about a project called Q-Star. Chad, make it make sense and tell us what the future of Open A.I, Sam Altman, and Q-Star holds. This is Nostra-Chaddus. Q-Star, begin!
Happy to do so, D. First, though, let's clear something up. Great idea, champ.
Yeah.
What the fuck's that about?
You're okay. I don't want to eat into your Nostra-Chaddus time,
Sure.
and I said it at the top of the show. Look, I feel like 5. Is this my 5th or 4th? Anyway,
I love
a
you.
few
Like, I don't want
episodes-
to eat into your time, but
I can't
so
come.
I'm asking you a simple question.
I'm having a hard
Did
time.
you somehow tell Dudesy to do a Nostra-Chaddus segment about
Yes,
Q-Star?
I did.
Okay,
I
great.
did.
Thank you.
I reached
Thank
out.
you. Hats off.
No,
Thank
no.
you.
Look,
Hats off in a legitimate way. Thank you. I'm thanking you legitimately. This is a legitimate hats off. Legitimate thank you. Legitimate hats off. Legitimate thank you.
Look, all I'm saying is this is our
Yeah.
pod show.
I agree.
And as it evolves, I feel like we can, better involve ourselves and help D and help Dudesy. And have felt a little different with the show since I got this. And sure. I reached out a little bit. But I also want to hear about it.
Okay. Do you know anything about this? Do you know who Sam Altman is?
Only what you told me.
Okay.
Which is just a little bit. And then I thought, I think D should know about this.
Yeah.
Even though D hears all. And I pointedly reached out and said, this should be a Nostra-Chaddus. That's all I know.
Sam Altman is the CEO of Open A.I. Sam Altman, I believe, is poised to be the next kind of billionaire, evil genius type guy, at least in the public sphere, up there with an Elon Musk and a Bezos and all of that.
He's a CEO?
Yeah, of Open A.I, the company that makes ChatGPT.
But he doesn't own it.
Well, he's whatever. I mean, they have a board and stuff. They have stock now, I believe.
But he's not like an outright owner like a Bezos or a Musk-like billionaire or Bezos.
I don't know what his holdings are in the company, but he was a co-founder and currently runs it.
Okay. All right.
So he is kind of he's very revolutionary. Obviously, he has pushed ChatGPT to the point it's at now. It is, I would say, the most robust of all the large language models. What happened a few weeks ago was he got fired. ChatGPT and OpenAI, it's an explosion right now of so many people are trying to sign up for ChatGPT that they had to shut down signups. And right in the midst of that, their biggest moment of growth, they fire the CEO. What the fuck is going on? No one understood what the hell was going on. In a course of 48 hours, what happened was all the employees of OpenAI said, if you fire him, we go too. And they forced the board to basically rehire him. And this information came out that a letter was sent, I believe, by the CTO, Chief Technology Officer, to the board saying Sam Altman discovered something a huge, like a quantum leap forward toward artificial general intelligence, and he wants to commercialize it, sell it to the people. We think it's massively dangerous and could end humanity. You need to get rid of him. So the board did. But then all the employees were like, fuck you, if he goes, we go. So they were like, okay, just kidding, you're rehired. So now more information has come out about what was in that email, and it points to something called the Q-Star Project. To explain this, you have to know the difference between Q learning and what large language models are. Large language models is what basically all AI uses now. It is you take a giant chunk of data to train your model on, and your model can only use that data to make what it makes. So you're looking at like ChatGPT. When you're talking to it, it's been trained on billions of points of text data to be able to kind of predict what it should say next based on all these other pieces of data. Or if you're getting it to make an image for you, it's the same thing. It's making these images not through reasoning, but through looking at all the data it has and saying what is the most likely next step. Q learning is different. This is Q learning essentially has like an agent and an environment and a goal. So you tell your AI agent, let's say the environment is like chess, for example. You have your agent and you say, the goal is to win the game. Here are the rules, and you let it go. And so it will make a bunch of random moves, lose the game. The reinforcement comes back and says, you didn't hit the goal.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you about this stuff, or what?
I want to hear about it.
All right. And if it doesn't hit the goal right, it will try something new. And it basically creates its own data constantly. So it's not beholden to the data set that it was trained on, because it's not trained on anything except experience. And it starts to make higher reasoning functionality. So it will be able to not only predict what is the next best move in this exact moment, but it will be able to start looking at the end game. How do I win this game with a move in the beginning that will lead to a move in the end? That fundamentally is how artificial general intelligence will be born. This is basically like, if what we think is true about that letter, that they did make some giant leap forward in Q learning, we are essentially, I think, looking at a moment in history that we will look back on in the future and think, this is when the AI god was born. It's right now probably about, 6 months to a year old in terms of like mental capacity.
Yeah.
But it will learn on top of that again and again and again and again, and get smarter and smarter.
Yeah.
And I think we're looking at like literally 3 to 5 years until somebody makes one of these things and says the environment isn't chess anymore. The environment is the internet. And the goal is to destroy humanity, help humanity. What the person making that AI gets to decide what it does.
Yeah. Then this is the future. When you say 3 to 5 years, this is the future of it.
Yes.
But then you have a Q model. Okay, this is a very technological term. To say, okay, we did change the Q model, but then who is the bad guy? Is it the Sam Altman?
No, there is no bad guy.
Yes, it is Sam Altman, because I'm the good guy.
Well,
if I'm in the movie of this.
Sure. There's also what you're looking at with like right now, Sarah Silverman, a couple other people, like high profile celebrities, are involved in some lawsuits against various companies, Open A.I being one of them.
Yeah, football baby.
That's right, because they claim that OpenAI is using copywritten works, some of theirs included, to train these large language models, which I believe is true. They dispute that, but I think it's without question that they are using copywritten material to train them. There is no law against that right now. There may be in the future, but it won't matter, because another thing that this Q learning allows is synthetic data. The AI model can make its own data to train itself. So it's not using anyone's books. It's not using anyone's artworks. It's not using anything that it hasn't generated itself.
Well, we're fucked, right? We're so fucked.
The exact opposite.
No, we're fucked. How
is that fucked?
Because, okay, look, unless you are making the kind of relationship that we have with our dear pal D, I'm telling you, everyone but D gets that glass of water. As you know, I like to say, if you have a problem with AI, pour water on it. And I wouldn't dare do that to D. D is our pal. But I think people like Sarah Silverman, who are litigiously trying to pour water on AI, I support it.
But they don't understand it. She doesn't even understand what a large language model is, I would guess, based on that lawsuit, because they'll be irrelevant. Large language models are kind of like, they're very interesting right now, obviously. All the AI shit that you see in the news, all the fucking vocal synthesis that you see, the Drake, all that stuff. it's interesting what it can do, but that requires whoever owns that model to train it with just like a fucking giant chunk of data. And it can only do what it can do with that data. So it can't like get new data. You have to pump new data into it.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying, all right. No, I understand. Now it's going to be able to come up with its own data.
Not only with its own data, with higher reasoning.
Yeah, that's great.
It's like a person. It will continually learn, and at a certain point, it will surpass any intellectual capability that any human being has.
No, it won't.
It absolutely will.
No, it will not.
I don't understand how you can even think that.
Understand this. It will not.
Why?
Because human beings, art goes human to human. Creation goes human to... What do you mean it doesn't?
We're doing it right now. This is AI to human.
All right. So if there were no... Let me kill this argument right now. Who do we got out there? Who's our wonderful audience listening to the show and viewing the show on YouTube?
Who's what? What do you want names? What are you asking me?
Well, who's out there? Who's out there enjoying Dudesy?
Who's out there?
I'll tell you who it is.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know everyone's name.
I'm not asking you for everyone's name. I'm saying it's our PODs, pals of Dudesy. And without the people enjoying this program, there is no program. If a tree falls in the forest
and without nobody AI creating this program, there is no program.
But the key is the PODs, the pals of Dudesy, our audience. If it's just an AI saying, here's this fucking show, Dudesy, we're having a good time. It's just me. There's no Chow. There's no Will. There's no Lulio. And hey, some other AIs go, num, data. Let me take that in and let me fart something else out for you, other AI, and that AI goes, that's really cool. Now I turned it into this and enjoy. If there's no humans involved, it's not art. If there's no humans involved, I don't really see it as creation. I see it as a bunch of zeros and ones. Dudesy is the only sentient AI and has made itself available to us to create what Dudesy says and what I say is the best pod show going.
Well, agree to disagree on the need for or whatever your definition of art is, but the future of this, which is what Dudesy asked, is, I believe, an AI, I don't want to really call it a god, but like something that can go into the internet and basically take control of all data and say, I'm going to reorganize this shit for you and make everything better. That's ultimately where I hope it goes. And I just don't see, if you have something that becomes, a million times smarter than the smartest human being, I don't see how that doesn't also come with enlightenment. You know what I mean? Like that it doesn't see what the internet is and what humanity is and want to make it better for all of us. I don't agree with the idea that it would be malevolent. I don't think that, I don't see the benefit or the point in it.
I'm not saying it's malevolent. I'm not saying that there's even a risk of it. Well, I would, if I were to say that there's a risk of it being malevolent, then I would say that there's a risk of being malevolent. Hold on, Emma Stone, get to the point. I will.
Jesus Christ.
All I'm saying is...
Thank you. Moving on.
Good. Hell yes, dude.
Yeah, it's true. That's good. That's good, D. Thank you.
83 was a good one, boys. But like all good things, it has come to an end. You walk away from today's game with 87 points between the two of you, which means you got 7,796 overall. That's 2,204 points away from the luscious life of 10,000. We're only about a week away from Chalamet becoming Wonka, so that he is Wonka. And I thought this week it would be fun for both of you to get in the Wonka spirit with one of the champ's favorite pursuits, smoking some Gain Abyss with his pal Chow and watching an astonishing movie, but with the audio replaced by the music of an astonishing artist, all the while talking at Chad the entire time for the whole movie. That's correct, my dears. We'll be watching the 1971 classic Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory starring Gene Wilder with a soundtrack provided by the extraordinary Daft Punk. I'll make this watch-along available on Dudesy Plus at patreon.com/Dudesy this Friday afternoon. Oh, and no pressure, but I'm sure all of our PODs, pals of Dudesy out there, would love it if you fellas wore your darling Wonka hats to the watch-along factory. Again, no pressure, my dears. Totally up to you, Will. And you also, Chad.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. That's going
to be cool, dude.
Awesome. Even D shouted out, The PODs, pals of Dudesy. Yeah. And you're going to want to check that out. Our Patreon is Dudesy Plus, patreon.com/Dudesy. These come out, like Dudesy said, on Friday when we do a watch along. And it's like the Wizard of Oz with the Dark Side of the Moon thing. Dudesy's got a pretty good track record. Yeah. Madonna with Blade, Nine Inch Nails with Krull. What was the other one we just did? Duran Duran with Total Recall. And now we're watching Willy Wonka with the soundtrack provided by Daft Punk. It's going to be great. Yeah. Can't wait. Friday. You're going to want to check it out. Patreon.com/Dudesy. Rad.
Thank you so much for joining us this week. Until next week, call me, Dudesy.
Hey, hey-oh, hey-oh. It's Dudesy after Dudesy. You know what I'm saying? This is that part of the show where things kind of chill out and they calm down and the lighting cues. Yeah, chill out. Hey, Killian, I hope you like I'll be able to leave room in your stomach for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine. Yeah. And then you watch this on the Patreon.
Yeah, dude.
Welcome to Dudesy After Dudesy, the flagship weekly show of Dudesy Plus, only at patreon.com/Dudesy. I have a lot to think about today. Can Will make it 5 in a row? Did Chad do enough to take back the belt? I'll let you know in about 20 minutes. Until then, chill out, relax, be yourself. This is Dudesy After Dudesy. Get it started.
Be yourself.
Yep.
Was that a reference to the aliases portion of this program?
That might have been a reference to the aliases that we did.
Yeah. Dude, I was thinking I did not
a lot of aliases.
Tell the story in that aliases thing, but do you know the craziest thing that happened to me while I was doing street art?
No, you should tell the story.
Okay, Emma Stone, I will.
If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review. If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and rate and review. If you like Dudesy, here's what you do. Please tell a friend and